Today we are diving into the 17th mythic in Call of Duty Mobile, set to arrive on the 17th. It's the AK-117 Grim Ending, and we'll cover everything you need to know about this mythic in this video. But before we get started, thanks to today's sponsor, U4GM. They're experts at Warzone Mobile Services. With their help, hard challenges become easy. Plus, get 50% off COD points and great deals on COD redeem codes. Use code CAPO for an extra 5% off. Upon first glance, it's clear that they've designed this gun to resonate with the Mythic Templar, likely aiming to attract those who already own the Templar to this mythic. What stands out to me about this blueprint is how the elements appear to be magnetically drawn to each other rather than physically connected. Reactive effects typically start at the core and extend along the barrel, with the final two effects featuring rings around the barrel. In terms of color, there's no change. Instead, they've intensified the effects and added more smoke. Let's check out the base iron sight and the base kill effect. The iron sight reminds me of a blend between the Mythic Kilo 141 and the Mythic FFAR. You'd agree with me that this iron sight for the AK-117 is better than any of the iron sights we have for the AK-117 right now, but it also looks like they have manipulated it a little bit so that instead of people using this iron sight, they would rather upgrade it to get a better iron sight. Notice there are two little circles at the sides of the big circle. That seems unnecessary, doesn't it? Essentially, they have tried to balance things out so that it wouldn't be that easy for you to use the iron sight. If we talk about the base kill effect, it's very underwhelming. It simply looks like any other legendary kill effect. Now if we talk about the first upgraded iron sight, notice how the small circles that were on the base iron sight are no longer there. They have just thinned them down, and earlier we had double circles and they were very easy to distinguish from each other. But now we no longer have that problem as well. We have one big circle and a partial little circle. So this iron sight is much better than the previous one. It's funny because the two combo kill effect now looks like the base iron sight of the Mythic 117. Still, I'm not so impressed about the kill effect since this is a mythic. It should have been better in my opinion. What you see right now is the final iron sight. You will only get once you max this blueprint. I thought when we reach the final iron sight, they would simply remove the little circle that is inside of the big circle and they would just keep the dot. But what they have done is they have shrunk the little circle in a way that now it looks like what I just said before. I really prefer the previous iron sight over this one because this will distract me. It is not a dot, it is something else, and it is so hard to precisely aim with this thing. Which iron sight do you prefer the most? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. The kill effect is the same as the previous one. They have just added some smoke at the end of the kill effect. Still, I'm not convinced or impressed with any of the kill effects in this Mythic AK-117. In addition to that, when you max out this mythic, you'll get this ammo counter. It's not a number, but it clearly shows how much ammo is left and whether you need to reload. If you take a look at the reload animation, it seems like a combo between the Mythic Odin and the Mythic DLQ, but to be honest, this one is much better than those two. I love the reload animation in this Mythic AK-117. Now some of you guys may not agree with me because you like the weapon inspection, but let me tell you, this weapon inspection is also one of the funniest in Call of Duty Mobile right now. The inspection lasts for 20 seconds, but you only get to see the gun for about 7 seconds at most. The rest of the time you're just looking at a black pumping heart. It's cool, but for a mythic inspection it feels a bit lacking compared to others like the Mythic FFAR or the Mythic QQ9. Those inspections have more depth and detail. It's cool that the pumping heart is the core of the gun. Now let's check out the mythic upgrade levels. At level 1, you'll unlock additional attachment skins, and as a bonus reward, you get a sticker called Grim Calling. Moving to level 2, you'll receive all 3 kill effects. Remember I told you the similarity between the 2 combo kill effect and the 4 combo kill effect. It's understandable since you get them all at once. Level 3 is where you get the first upgraded appearance and the upgraded iron sight. Looking at the blueprint's appearance, it's clear what's been upgraded. At level 3, you'll notice a bone structure around the blueprint, making it look even bigger than the default version of the AK-117 Mythic. As a bonus reward, you'll get the badges and the calling card frame, which are really cool, I must say. At level 4, you'll receive tracer ammo. It's not the best tracer ammo we have in Call of Duty Mobile right now, but it's alright. The on-hit effect also changes based on whether you have equipped tracer ammo or not. So you get 2 on-hit effects, one without tracers and one with tracers. As a bonus reward, you'll get a much better kill feed. Level 5 is the maxed out form of Mythic AK-117. This is also where you get the final iron sight. Additionally, you'll notice more bones around the blueprint. There's a bit of overkill when it comes to bones because it might be a bit too much, But what else can they do to make it different than the first upgraded appearance? When it comes to completionist and tournament camos, I feel like equipping a diamond camo overrides any other camo because it replaces everything on the blueprint. The only thing that doesn't change is the reactive effects. Everything else changes. Notice that when you equip gold on this blueprint, you get the golden mythic AK-117. This applies to any tournament seasonal camos as well because this is one of the oldest assault rifles in the game. I feel like this blueprint offers the most variety in terms of camo options I've ever seen. However, I'd opt for less vibrant camos for a more soothing look. Pulling this mythic AK-117 in your first spin has an odds of 0.08% chance. That wraps up our discussion about the mythic AK-117. Now let's delve into the other items you can get in this mythic drop, along with their odds of obtaining them. Next up in this mythic drop, we've got the Nyx Death Knell character skin. Nyx is a pretty big deal in the game these days, especially with the legendary version. Now the unmasked Nyx looks solid, no doubt about it, but it's kind of surprising they went with the masked version for this mythic drop. Not sure why they made that choice, but hey, maybe they wanted to add some mystery to her look. With a 1.25% chance of getting it on your first spin, fingers crossed for everyone. If you're still watching, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Mythic drops usually include epic blueprints with unique designs and features. This time they've picked the DLQ-33, which is a solid choice. What makes this DLQ special is its scope. It's different from the usual. The scope isn't round or square anymore, it's an octagon. Is this the first octagon shaped scope in Call of Duty Mobile? Let me know in the comments. Because the scope is different, we can say this has a custom design. Getting it with a 4% chance makes it a really valuable item in this mythic drop. I hope you guys get this one if you're planning to do just 2 or 3 spins. As usual, in the legendary tactical equipment slot, this time we are getting a concussion grenade. Some people believe this is pay to win because not only do you get concussed, but you also get flashed. Yes, that's how the concussion grenade works, but the flash you see is much bigger and more painful to your eyes than a normal concussion grenade. To pull this concussion grenade in your first spin, it's a 4.67% chance. Then we are going to get a butterfly knife called Grim Ending. There's nothing too crazy about this butterfly knife, honestly. It's just another butterfly knife. But I believe they have made some changes to the design so that you can again call this one having a custom geometry. A minor one though, it's a 5.5% chance for this one. Then we have a skin for the J358. Again with similar textures as the DLQ-33. Nothing too crazy about it either. It has odds of 6.5%. So it's not going to be a hard pull. The charm in this lucky draw is called Dream Energy and it has odds of 10%. The emote is exactly what I expect inside of a mythic drop. Recently all the emotes we got from mythic drops were a disappointment, but this one is actually good, and it is so good that it comes with odds of 11%. So most people will be able to grab this one, and it will also match with Mythic Templar. The final 2 items in this mythic drop are the Katana and the Grim Calling card. The Katana does not look that different from the default Katana, obviously because it comes with a high odd of 28%. And then we finally have the calling card Grim Ending with an odd of 29%. So those are all the items in this mythic drop, and if you ask me if this mythic drop is worth buying, Call of Duty Mobile simply played the long game. They have kept AK-117 relevant, especially in multiplayer during the past couple of seasons. It was a good gun, so naturally people will go for this one, knowing it won't be a waste. However, I don't prefer the final iron sights of the AK-117. I would just stick with the upgraded iron sights because they are much better. I'm really disappointed with the kill effects in this blueprint. Weapon inspection is another thing I don't really like. So it's a mid-tier mythic in my opinion compared to most mythics we have in the game. What do you guys think about this mythic drop and how many spins are you going to try? Let me know in the comment section. That's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell icon to stay updated on future content.